Hi, I haven't done a video for a long time, but I come across these crappy cameras that I was given to try and sell on eBay. Now these are cheap Chinese, really sub £30 cameras, and they are really crap. So I thought I'd take some of them apart just to see how bad they are, because a couple of them don't even work. And this one, yeah, it rattles. That button doesn't work, and there's obviously something broken on there because that doesn't, there's nothing moving behind it. One didn't even power on brand new out of the box, and these are unbelievably cheap. I'll just zoom out, but these are very light, and they just scream cheapness. So I'm just going to take this broken one apart just to see how bad it really is. So now I am actually criticising the crappy camera here, but it's a dark winter's day here, so SD card, 8 gig. Now the quality of these, I've got 3 of these cameras and only one works, and the image quality it produces is mediocre, to say the least. It's not as bad as what I expected, but possibly HD webcam, I'd say. I don't know what resolution this is supposed to be. Let me just go and check the specs. It's supposed to be 12.1 megapixels. But yeah, it's very light, and it just looks like a children's toy. It's a Vivitar T027. Let's take it apart. Zoom out. What happened there? Camera decided to screw up. Right. So, first of all, this thing takes 3 AAA batteries, which I would imagine don't last very long. What is going on with this camera? Yeah, I'm criticising the crappy camera here, and it keeps changing the exposure by itself. Well, these were all purchased on Amazon. They've been stuck in a drawer for a long time, and decided that they'd sort of clear out and sell them on eBay, but they really aren't worth anything at all. I mean, nowadays people just use their phones. So let's take this turd apart. So almost all the screws out. Oh, there's one more there. Right. Oh, oh. Ugh. What the hell is that? Oh, that's part of the lens. I suspect that's been dropped, so it's actually smashed, if you can see that. Yeah. Yeah, so these are knackered. But this thing is, it's so cheap. They've actually bolted lumps of metal inside the case to make it weigh more, to make it feel less cheap. I mean, really. And look. That piece of metal there serves no purpose other to make it weigh more. That doesn't serve any purpose at all. It's purely in there just to make it feel less cheap. That's really bad. No. Well, that's actually got a decent flash rather than the cheap LED flash. Yeah, you can see, oh, the mechanism there does work. Look. Yeah, the thing's broken. Must have been dropped. No matter. That's the frame out. Let's go with the rest of the tear down. Yeah, this thing's really cheap and nasty. So they now put a couple of pictures on there, some close-up shots, but I looked at the brand Vivitar on the internet. They actually seem to produce quality equipment, but at some point they've decided to manufacture everything in China rather than USA, and now the quality suffers. Oh, there we go. This thing's falling to pieces. And yeah, LCD. Well, the button does work. It just so nobody uses these things anymore, they just use the phones, but if you get a decent SLR camera, these point and shoot things, ain't even widescreen, don't even support it. What we have here, there's the LCD, so just rip that off. Chipset is it? You can see that. Got some RAM. That's K5228 DFTP, is it? No idea what that is. K5 2S228 DFTP. Main CPU is a Novatech NT962 16BG. Okay, look at that chipset. That's what the message is. Just bear me 2 ticks on this on my camera. Right, try again. I think this thing does actually take videos, but only at 644 80 resolution, or I think half that. 320 bit at 40. There's a little lens. Focus it. Oh, no way the sensor. Not really much to it. screws. Yeah, this is really, really cheap. And still won't come apart. Right, where's my hammer? We'll just right, there we go. Crappy little speaker. It's a high voltage generator for your flashes. I'm surprised it's actually got a decent flash in it rather than a cheap LED flash that you typically find on a mobile phone. It's, no, not much to that. But yeah, you can tell it's cheap, so simply put a lead weight in there to make it seem less cheap. But yeah. CCD. Take a better shot of that. .1 megapixel sensor. King Pod. That sounds like a quality brand right there. And yeah, there's your £30, $30 cheap crappy camera. The LCD, whether that's actually usable or not, standard, doubt it. Yeah, I think that's about it now. Cheap and nasty Chinese junk. Just do yourself a favour and buy something decent. Thanks for watching.